solo timeline agent. My name is Hope, and I've been a solo timeline agent for about 5 Earth years. I mean, it suits me. I've always kind of been like a rogue type person, do things on my own. I was an engineer before. I guess I better give you a bit of a background. This video for training purposes. I'll just show you, this is a standard issue multi-use weapon. I don't like them personally. I've never had to use it. Copy. Go maximum 100 meters high. Do a 100-meter ground sweep for any life forms. Yeah, and give me some food as well, please. I'm hungry. Nothing too heavy. Alright. See you back here in 10 minutes. The drone bot. That was a rough trip through time and space. Oh shit. What the hell have they done to my hair? That's way too much volume. This is what happens when you replace hairdressers with AIs. Sometimes you need a human to do jobs like hair. I think I'll just try and stick to the safety aspects first of being a timeline agent. As you notice, I'm wearing a lot of jewellery. This is because wearing ornaments and jewellery, metals especially, it makes it harder for other timeline agents who you might bump into who are not on our side. It inhibits or prohibits them from being able to scan our heart algorithm with their detectors, their Jetson detectors. I'm not sure like what timeline you might be from. If you're from like pre-2300, which is where I'm from. So it's important to shield them from detecting your heart algorithm. Every human on Earth has their own individual heart algorithm if they are organic. I'm not talking about the robotic ones. Organic humans each have an individual heart algorithm, like a fingerprint. It goes into a system. They can basically tell who you are hundreds of meters away just from scanning your heart. So jewelry covers the heart. Some people get add-ons like breastplates, permanent. I'm not into like add-ons. I never have. Because what we do when we go on missions in the past mainly have like significant consequences for future timelines and pathways. You can get carried away on like destiny missions, and you need to be careful not to become possessed by destiny. Like stop thinking that you're the one that's so important that's going to go change history and time. You need to like keep an eye on that and check that, because you can get led astray on missions like phony destiny missions, because there's real destiny and fate and alignments that's organic, and then there's false destinies which are just designed to get us off track and forget the real mission, and they've been actually created and designed by future simulators, human, non-human, but they can fuck with timelines and fuck with destinies. And you know, the amount of times I've been sent back to the 60s to do with the whole kerfuffle with JFK, every time I come back it's a different crew that fucking took him out. J. Edgar Hoover one time, then fucking Cubans, then the fucking Teamsters, then Jackie O. Each time I came back it was a different fucking group of entities, like humans, wanting to take him out. So we can just safely say that there are a lot of people that wanted to take JFK out. Change the course of history. It's like hopeless. Oh, I've been on so many missions back to America at certain pivotal points, and it doesn't make a difference. It's just beyond infiltrated from the simulators. So yeah, just be aware of these becoming possessed by the destiny, all right, and just stick to the mission and the instructions from head office. You have to think collectively for the greater good. Shape-shifting ability is helpful as well. It's good if you know a little bit of robot code and future technologies. Oh, don't leave your shit around in the past. Pick up all your shit and take it with you. Time travel was introduced 20 years too early to the humans because some timeline traveler from a different organization, not ours, fucking left this transceiver in a timeline mission, and the humans got with it and they discovered time travel earlier than they were meant to. So that created a whole new batch of organizations and timeline travelers out to go into the past and like corrupt timelines and like for their own financial gains and power, and it just sped up the kind of process of like these simulation creators. Everybody in the future after 2300 is either living in virtual reality. I've been waiting for Mars to terraform for 100 years, but I don't even think they care anymore because they're just fucking living on the space stations. It's altered their bone density, living in zero gravity, fake gravity, and they've had to become like mainly robotic now just to like live in that kind of like environment. Not many kids are born on the space stations. Nobody really has children, like, but they're all made in labs. So I wasn't made in a lab. I'm kind of a bit of a freak. I was adopted by a cleaning company. So companies will adopt children to become workers. My job was to just like get into the databases, the big warehouses where they keep all the hardware, Silicon Valley sort of thing. My job was to go in there and like manually get all the dust out of the vents and make sure all the machines were like clean and running nicely, because that's where everyone's consciousnesses are plugged into all the time. In these big warehouses, if the hardware fails, then the software fails, and then they lose their virtual reality experience. So I didn't know who my parents were, but I got my blood analysed, so I know what like I am and my ancestors were. So yeah, Scandinavian origin mainly. Pretty interesting. Now we've got timeline travelers have been going back into history and planting devices or planting AIs deliberately, giving their like past bloodline an AI robot helper that stays with the family for generations and generations, and that family just stays powerful and rich and elite. Basically, humanity's been infiltrated by these time travelers, bringing their AIs back into the past. And that's why they started showing up in the mythologies. The Talos, and the whole past history has been plagiarized. I used to, you know, gather up old pieces of junk and put them together and rebuild them. And originally I was making a device that I was hoping was going to measure the weather and also detect like weather spirits and storms, because I kind of like researched some history. I wanted to know if it was true, if they existed, like the weather storms and the land spirits and the river spirits and everything, lightning, gods, deities, Thor. I researched and found out that they live above time, so if they're back in the past, they'll be maybe in the future, and this machine was made by me to detect those deities, if they existed, and record down. Instead, it got kind of like the attention of like a dead spirit of a shaman, and so he like fucked up my machine and then like sucked me into a portal and took me back to the past. We did a ritual and told me that I'm from a magic bloodline, and you know, like the humanity has been like slowly disintegrating and being infiltrated by all these other entities, and that I've been like, maybe I can choose the path of being a shaman, like a girl version, but time traveler one. And then that's when the big guy found me and recruited me. So he's on that like deity level above land spirit. He claims to be the creator of this particular realm. I'm a little bit confused about deity, creator, God, ancestor, and I'm confused about what it actually means to be a creator, because we've got so many simulation creators now, altering time and whatnot. It's a little bit hard to like keep up, but I think he's legit and I get paid well. He just wants me to start recruiting more, and he finds out where the other women, only women, actually not guys, where women like me exist, and he sends me back to try and find them to recruit them. So procuring them, start expanding our organisation, start like making a bigger impact, positive change for humanities. Trying to intercept pathways before they go bad and get infiltrated by other organisations, basically.